surrounded by majestic hills, lush forests and vast farmlands. Deep-rooted in history, Khonoma is a very charming and rustic settlement located about 20 kilometers from Kohima, the capital of Nagaland. Khonoma is a special village. Community-driven conservation initiatives supported by the government have enabled Khonoma to earn a title for itself, the Green Village. The road leading to Khonoma is a tough one, but enchanting mountain landscape and forest sounds make this journey absolutely fascinating. Khonoma is best known for its picture-perfect terraced paddy fields. Rice is the staple diet of Nagaland, and approximately 50 varieties of rice are said to be grown here. The fields are ideally located at the foot of the hills. Rich soil from the well-conserved forest flows along with rainwater down the hills into the fields. The village has a very ingenious irrigation system. The water is directed through man-made channels into the fields, and the village community makes sure every field gets sufficient water. The best time to visit the paddy fields is said to be end of August or beginning of September, when they are lush green. After the paddy is harvested, it is time for other crops. Farmers in this area practice a tradition of intermittently giving a break from crops and resting the soil so that it regains its optimum fertility. Hiking around the fields is a delightful experience. Late November is the time when cherry blossom is on full bloom and adds beautiful colors to this exquisite landscape. Khonoma is said to be a settlement about 600 years old and is home to Angami tribe. Although modern houses are making their way in quickly, many families live in traditional houses. Distinctive Naga decorations and rustic mud and bamboo structures can still be found in Khonoma. Hunting used to be a cultural practice in Nagaland. The skulls of the animals hunted were proudly displayed at the entrance of the house and indicated the skill levels of the hunter. When the residents realized how quickly they were losing their ecosystem, the village bodies took initiatives and called for a ban on hunting and efforts to conserve wildlife. These decorations, however, continue as reflection of a past cultural practice. Every household rears livestock for the purpose of consumption. Morangs used to be traditional boarding schools where the elders passed on the most important and useful skills of life to young boys. Their students ate together in these giant plates and slept in a row on a wooden platform to strengthen the feeling of brotherhood. They sat around a fireplace and learnt about traditions and values, social responsibilities, battlefield skills, craftsmanship, native games, and folklore. The culture of Morangs has slowly diminished over time. Some Morangs can still be found in Khonoma, but they are not functional anymore. One very noticeable part of the culture is that the tombstones are scattered all over the village. Families bury their loved ones very close to the residence, sometimes even within the premises, so that the tombstone is always within their sight, reminding them of their loved one. Every household maintains a small flower garden in Khonoma. Sometimes few exotic varieties of flowers can be found in these gardens. Firewood is essential for survival. Huge piles of logs can be seen stocked up outside every house. The wood is sourced by chopping only the top part of the trees. This way, the tree has a chance to grow back. Felling of the trees is prohibited. Angamis are known to be fearless and skilled warriors. It comes as no surprise that one of the most fierce battles against British forces was fought in this region. The remains of 3 forts of Khonoma are silent evidence to this chapter of Naga history. There are few more memorials in the village with inscriptions that tell the tales of the gallantry of Naga warriors. The best way to see the village is to walk around. Khonoma is located in mountainous terrain. One cobblestone street runs through the village. Apart from that, a lot of climbing slopes and stairs is involved in getting from one place to the other. But for the locals, it seems nothing more than a part of daily life.
Yet.
Okay.
So, when we went to others' village or
The localities used to be fortified, and one had to cross these beautifully painted and massive gates in order to get from one locality to the other. A strong sense of community exists in the society. Village meeting places are made of square stone seats arranged in a circle and a podium in the center. Here's where residents gather for announcements, discussions, and fun. At other times, it may be used for drying grains. The lifestyle in Khonoma is self-sufficient and sustainable. Besides working in the fields, There are other enterprises too locals are engaged with. Weaving cane and bamboo baskets and containers is an integral part of everyday life in Khonoma. This skill is passed on by the elders to the young members of the family. Every household owns numerous baskets and containers of different shapes and sizes, and they all have specific functions. A typical Khonoma basket is called kofi and is used by the locals to carry almost everything that is required in day-to-day life. Wild apples grow in large quantities in this region. Making dried apple slices is one of the occupations of the local families. Apples are boiled first, drained, peeled, sliced and coated with sugar, and then left to dry in the sun. Ladies of the village can be seen weaving colorful local garments like shawls and skirts. The house with a massive green roof is used like a community center. It is a traditional Naga house with a fireplace in the center. The front yard is used for various purposes, like ladies dehusking the paddy or kids playing a game of soccer. The village employs methods like rainwater harvest and recharging groundwater to conserve natural water resources. Hence, water reserves are plentiful. Community water tanks have been set up all over the village. Anyone is free to use these tanks, and the locals carry out many daily chores at these water outlets. The tall and impressive building of Baptist Church towers over everything else in the vicinity. A small and rather unusual local church with bamboo walls is an interesting place to stop by. It's very charming and peaceful. A vibrant blue wooden building of a cafe catches the eye. Although the menu is quite basic, the ambience is very pleasant and it's a great place to hang out for a while. A small hamlet, tucked away in a distant land, is full of surprises, inspiring stories, and nature at its best. And above all is the beautiful, kind, hardworking, and environment conscious people of Khonoma that make this place so special.
하고 쓰는 거야.